Recently, something crazy and wild happened to me. I went viral. G'day everyone and welcome to Kiralee Cosplay. If you're new here, hi, I'm Kiralee, and on this channel we talk about all things cosplay, costuming and sewing related. And today we are talking about a recent experience that I had where I posted something that I didn't expect to get like heaps of traction, and it got heaps of traction. So I'm going to be splitting this video up into 3 different segments: statistics, the good, and the bad. Before we begin with statistics, I just want to point out that this is the video that went viral. It is a short video that was shot by my friend Shadowfrey Cosplay, and it was me as Toph doing the rock prop pop-up for the first time in front of the audience at PAX when I won as Toph, and will be representing Australia over in Chicago in the Cosplay Central Crown Championships. It was just shot on Shadowfrey Cosplay's mobile phone, which goes to prove that you don't need fancy equipment to have a viral video. Alright, let's talk about statistics. So I posted this video in 3 different locations. Technically 4 because I also posted it onto Shorts for YouTube, but that got a whole 2,000 views, so we're not going to count that one. I posted it on Instagram, TikTok and Facebook. So let's go from the smallest numbers to the largest numbers, shall we? Don't mind me, I've got my notes that I'm going to be reading from. So let's start with Facebook. The total number of watches or views was 1.6 million. The likes was 57.2 thousand. The number of times it was shared was 4.6 thousand. And the comments was 727. Not too shabby. Now let's talk about TikTok. TikTok, it was watched 2.8 million times. It was liked 480.4 thousand times. It was shared or saved 23.8 thousand times. And there was 1,918 comments. And then finally, we have Instagram. And this is where it blew up. It was watched 7.85 million times. It was liked 727.5 thousand times. It was shared or saved 190,000 times. And there was 2,440 comments. This means that there was a total of 12.25 million watches. It was liked 1.26 million times. It was shared or saved 218,000 times, and the comments were around 5,000 comments. And yes, it is still growing. And yes, it is still growing. These are just the statistics that I've pulled as of today because I wanted to make this video and just show you how crazy it is. Now, normally, I'm going to tell you, I will be very happy if like a picture or a video on my Instagram gets 1,000 likes. Like, I will be jumping up and down and cheering if it gets 1,000. I'm like over the moon. The fact that this had 727.5 thousand likes is wild to me. And to help kind of put it all into perspective, Instagram has this really cool thing where it gives you the watch time. And for this video, there was a total of 25,932 hours of this watched. That is 1,080 days, which is almost 3 years. That's right, this video, if it was on repeat for the time that it's been up, it would have been playing, like if it was on a loop, for nearly 3 years. Now I know that this is not nearly as viral as some other videos, but like for me, that's huge. And it really, really helped me grow my following on those platforms. Which brings me into the next segment, the good. The first thing that I will say is the amount of comments that were just wonderful. Like, I had to check myself because I could feel my head inflating and the ego rising. Luckily, I've got my darling husband who, you know, will get a pin in it. Just to kind of bring me back to reality. But honestly, I got so many warm and fuzzy messages. Like, I had people tell me that this was super inspiring, people who are just like, that is incredible, people who are talking about the engineering within cosplay and how that's sometimes overlooked, but this is a great example, like everything. Which also brings me to my next point, which is that I learnt new slang. I'm not even going to pretend that I am cool, because I'm not, but I did not know this slang that people were saying. Like, people were like, 4 + 4 = 8. And like, she ate it and left no crumbs. She, you know, she's a total G. And like, all these things. And at first I was like, are they commenting that I ate before I went on stage? Like, is this a weight thing? And then because it was like constantly coming through of like, she ate and left no crumbs, I was just like, okay, hang on, let me just Google this, Urban Dictionary, and I was like, oh, it's a good thing. Okay, wow, all right then. Yeah, I'm not hip. I am not cool. I am not with it. So yeah, thanks for those comments. I learned some things. And the next cool thing was that my follower count went up. So for Facebook, I think I gained about 1,000 people. I didn't really track that because it's Facebook. But on TikTok, I gained about 4,000 people in terms of people following me. And because I was really small on TikTok to begin with, because I don't post on there very often. And then for Instagram, I went from about 8.5 to 21,000. So I had about a 13,000, you know, grouping of people that suddenly were following me, which is insane. Like, I more than doubled my follower count in such a short period of time. So that was cool, and I was able to be like, hi new people, this is me. I normally do work in progress photos, I hope you don't mind, and silly content. Welcome to my Instagram. And the last cool thing was that because it was my TOF cosplay that was for the Crown Championships, it built a level of excitement for going over to Chicago, where I will be representing Australia. So I'm very excited to be meeting all of these amazing people in Chicago, both as people who now follow me, but also the other competitors. So that's cool. I honestly can't tell you how excited I am about going to Chicago. Alright, let's get on to the bad, and I'm gonna say this with as much humor as I possibly can. So the thing about going viral is that you normally have your set group of people, your target audience, and when you go viral, you're pushed outside of that, and you get pushed to other people. Now, my target audience are cosplayers, specifically craftsmanship-based cosplayers, and I'm gonna say femme or femme-presenting cosplayers who love craftsmanship and want to learn more or like being inspired, that sort of thing. They're my target audience. They're my people. And that's not to say that I don't have men or male presenting followers. I absolutely do, and I love them so very much. But they know exactly what I'm there for. I'm there to present craftsmanship and cosplay and positivity. And for all the amazing, beautiful comments that I was getting, every so often, I'd say once every 20 comments or so, I would get a horrible comment. And I hate to say it, but they were pretty much all men. And to be honest, I did the old rule of like block, delete, because frankly, this is my space. You don't get to voice those negative opinions in my space. And the reason why I've done that and will continue to always do that is because of the fact that, like, for me, I don't really care with your opinions because I've got thick skin, and at the end of the day, I don't know you. If I don't know you, how can I respect you? But I also know that teenage Kiralee was certainly not thick-skinned. And if someone who is following me, who may associate themselves with me, reads those comments and then gets like a negative feeling, I would never feel okay about that. So I just literally block and delete and keep things as positive as possible, because you know what? That's my brand, and I don't need those people to be trying to infiltrate into my little happy space. And I certainly know I'm not the only cosplayer who does this. But to give you a bit of an idea, I had people obviously commenting on my weight, because I am not a tiny model. I am not skinny. I know I'm not skinny. I also got called a man in a number of times. I got called drag queen a few times, which frankly, I'm not mad about, because that means my makeup was great. Oh my gosh. I got called Shrek, got called Fiona. I got called a president, the president of Argentina. Okay then. I also got called the Boulder, or the Toff from Ember's Island, which I'm like, really? That was the best you could do? Good work. I also had someone tell me that I was 3 times the weight of that which would be attractive for cosplay. I did the maths. That is the average size of a 8-year-old. So do we need to call the police to your location? So, you know, some not great comments, but frankly, block, delete, goodbye. I really, really don't care for you, and I really don't care what you have to say. Bye now. The other thing that happened, which was really strange, was that I got sexualized. This has never happened to me before, I don't think. But someone wrote, "Please step on me, mummy." Okay. And the other thing that was said that I actually really disliked was that people were saying things along the lines of, "Oh look, finally, a proper cosplay rather than a bikini winning a cosplay competition." Or that I had better have won or it was rigged. I appreciate where you think you were coming from, but it was executed poorly. That is a backhanded compliment, because I am someone who will defend other people's rights to cosplay however they want, in whichever fashion they want, like to my last breath. There is space in this community for everyone. Whether you want to do a crazy tough build with rock prop coming up, or you want to be a bikini wearing fantastic individual, no shade, like you can do either, and people can appreciate both. And the ones that were about it being, I better have won, otherwise it was rigged, that just shows such a disregard for the other competitors. And those competitors were amazing and such beautiful individuals. The judges would have had a really tough time choosing me as a winner, in my opinion, because there were so many amazing individuals that crafted such beautiful cosplays. So I don't appreciate that comment either. Moving away from the comments now, I will also say another thing that was kind of frustrating is that I have been recording for like 5-6 years now, and I try very hard to make sure that my lighting's good, that I've got a good camera, that I've got good sound equipment, or as best as I possibly can. And it was a video that was shot on a camera that went viral. It's a little bit of pain. I'm very thankful for it, but it's a little bit of pain. And the final thing that I was upset about is the fact that it didn't translate over to YouTube, because honestly, this is the only place that I actually get paid for views. And I don't want this all to be about money, because that's not why I cosplay, but this is sort of part of my business. It's part of my income stream. And yeah, it sucks that I missed out on that. So in case you didn't realize, I'm Australian. That's why I speak like this. And being Australian means that there are limitations in relation to how I can get paid from stuff online. In short, it's very hard to get paid. I don't think that Americans really realize how easy they have it in comparison to the rest of the world as like a content creator. So let me put it this way. YouTube is the only place that I currently get paid from. And that is because other social media platforms, they haven't implemented things into Australia yet. So for Instagram, for example, I can get money paid through gifts, I think. And I think I can also get sponsorship deals. Like, I know that I can get sponsorship deals. I've done them before, but that is like kind of off Instagram. So I think they call it branded content and gifts. But honestly, trying to set that up has been a nightmare because for some reason, Instagram currently is not accepting my PayPal information so that I can like get paid from them, even though they've taken my tax information. And they require a SWIFT code from Australian banks. And I've put in my SWIFT code because I tried to pay it directly into my bank account and they didn't accept my SWIFT code. So it's kind of like blocked. I'm currently speaking to Instagram to try and fix this. But the other thing is that there is no creator marketplace in Australia. That is pretty much USA only at this point. So I don't even have access to that. And on TikTok, there is the Creators Fund, which is not currently open to Australians. It's frustrating. So yeah, being an Australian creator is hard. And YouTube is pretty much the only place that I currently get paid for that which I make to post online. And also Patreon. Hey! Which is a wonderful segue to say thank you to my amazing patrons who honestly bring me so much joy with all of their creations. I love the dialogues that I have with them. It's fabulous. And I thank you guys so much for your support. And I want to give a special shout out to the $10 a month tier patrons who are Justine Ghosty, Rogue Threads, Fangirl X, Sam M, Monica, Lulu Rush Cosplay, and Sotaku. Thank you to all my amazing patrons for your ongoing support. So with all that being said and done, I do still want to say that I am incredibly grateful for going viral. It has given me the opportunity to reach new people, to build up a new kind of grouping of people who are excited to see what I will be producing next. And I honestly, I am truly, truly grateful for going viral. I mean, if I go viral again, I wouldn't say no. In fact, you know, any particular video that wants to go viral, especially one on YouTube, please, yeah, feel free to go viral, guys. Please go viral. It's honestly been an incredible ride. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this. I hope for your sake, if you want to, you get that viral video and you go viral as well. Just be prepared to have some thick skin because you're gonna get some people who will not say nice things. And that's okay because they still watched it. And they gave you a further boost. So block, delete, thanks so much, see you later. Alright guys, thanks again. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!